are going to talk about sourcing. We are going to talk about Alibaba. What are some protocols or methods to identify the true supplier or to separate a supplier from any part-time guy or any part-time company or any wholesaler? Then we are going to discuss about other sources to find supplier, basically other than Alibaba and 1688. We are going to also discuss about the supplier assessment criteria, the factory audit criteria, what things should we keep in mind before finalizing the supplier. And definitely it's more than the trade assurance, than the gold supplier tag, or than the transaction history or the communication response rate. After this, we are also going to talk about product specification sheet. What is the sheet basically? How do we use it? Why do we need to create this sheet? And then we are going to discuss about negotiation skills. What can be different angles to negotiate with the supplier, basically to find a unique deal or to find some better offer as compared to your conventional approaches to do the negotiation. So this first video, we are going to discuss about some guidelines or some instructions. You can say some generic guidelines about the sourcing. So we all know Alibaba is the go-to marketplace when it comes to international sourcing, and there are three kind of sellers on Alibaba. First one are manufacturers, second one are traders, and the third one are wholesalers. Now we strictly need to avoid the wholesalers, and as per my observation, around 80 to 90% of the sellers on Alibaba are traders basically, and there's very rare community of manufacturers. Definitely our preference is always to find a manufacturer, and then in the second rank in our preference list we can also work with the trader, but working with the wholesaler is a straight no go. Alibaba is the biggest site in the world to contact suppliers. So whenever you want to source a product, visiting Alibaba really gives you the true market price of your product. You get a good idea what is the standard price going on for your particular product. Alibaba is also very easy to use and very convenient and kind of very self-explanatory as compared to some other websites. But here is the scenario. If you have the low budget for your product launch, then Alibaba is majorly the viable solution for you. But if you have high budget or your product is going good and now you have a big cash flow, then you need to understand that Alibaba is not the best place to find the best supplier. We will definitely discuss this in later videos. Getting quotation from multiple suppliers help you to rule out the anomaly, and Alibaba is the best source or the best website to find such a large number of suppliers with such a ease on a single platform. So once you approach or once you contact multiple suppliers, then if someone is giving you higher price as compared to rest of the suppliers or rest of the Alibaba sellers, then you can get an idea that maybe that person is a wholesaler. So it simply asking multiple suppliers for the quotation simply helps you to rule out the wholesaler part, because wholesalers are around 95% times expensive. It is trader which can be cheaper sometimes than the manufacturer, but the wholesaler, that particular guy is always expensive. And if a seller, Alibaba seller, is particularly giving you cheaper price as compared to the rest of the suppliers, then you get an idea that you need to double check the quality, just to be on the safe side. Another factor on Alibaba is when you go for low price or when a supplier gives you lower price, after, even it can be after negotiation or it can be straight upfront, then there are high likely chances that the quality of the product is also going to be low. Now, this is not the desired outcome what we are expecting. We do need low selling price, but we also do want to maintain the quality. But the bad point here is, as we don't have in-depth study of the product specifications or the product material quality like we do with the Amazon numbers and the Amazon stats, we really do not get an actual idea if the quality is same or not. We really need to learn how we can exclude this particular phenomena, because it's not good for the product quality and the long term viability of the product. So now we are going to discuss what are the filters which we use on Alibaba to filter out the targeted or the required or the desired suppliers. So the first filter is to find out the best keyword to search for the product, and we need to use multiple keywords here. For example, in the case of stress ball, we need to use stress ball, and then we can also try anxiety ball, and then we should also try fidget toys. Such kind of different keywords we need to use to filter out the products on Alibaba, because it's quite possible that there are some great suppliers which are not ranked on maybe the stress ball keyword, but if you go through the fidget toys keyword or the anxiety ball keyword, or the, let's say, if you are trying to sell something like serenelite, like that grip strengthening stress balls, then maybe grip strengthening stress ball keyword can help you out to figure out or to find out some great suppliers which are not ranked on the generic keyword or on the main keyword. So the second filter is about trade assurance, and what I usually suggest is, let's say if we have search stress ball here, simply check this box in the supplier type, that we need every supplier to have trade assurance, because you can kind of survive or you can kind of ignore the gold supplier element or that filter, but trade assurance is a must if we are looking for a supplier on Alibaba. So the third filter should be, has the supplier exported to your desired country in which you are planning to sell on Amazon? That can be North America, that can be Europe in the case of Germany or UK. You need to check this out. What are the main markets of the supplier? Because then if maybe the supplier's main market is Asia or Africa, or even let's say North America, and they have not any experience in exporting products to European country, then you may find some compliance issues, and you may need to have an additional layer of precaution if you decide to proceed with that particular supplier. So let's see how we can check out the main markets. Here I have clicked on a product, basically, like let's say I've clicked this product, wholesale factory DNA stress ball cheap TPR. I've opened this, and now I need to click on here. We can see the protection. Basically, if you're not filtering out outside at the left section, at the left column section, then you can definitely check it out here at the protection status. Now what we need to do is we need to click on the website here, and this is how the website will look. Basically, it has the home section, and then the products. It has all the products basically, and then the profile. We need to go to the company profile. Okay, so once we go to the company profile, here is the section basically which is verified by SGS Group. The main markets. Now it has mentioned that the main market is does have North America, Eastern Europe, and South America. Now it is a filter which I want to see, because then I do get an idea that if the supplier is sending inventory to North America already, he does have an understanding of the quality requirement of that particular market. So that caters the first problem, or the first potential problem. And the second potential problem can be the supplier knows he has the all the compliance on how, like he does have the export documents maybe, or some compliance document which we need at the custom in the North America market, and then again around all the Amazon compliance which he requires, he does have a good idea about that. So the fourth filter is basically the name of the company. We do need to check out the name of the company in detail, and we do need to get an idea if it's a trading company or a wholesaler or a manufacturer. Any company which has import and export keyword mentioned in their company name is usually a trader. So let's check out some of the company names to see, to get a simple idea. Dongguan CHCC Tech Company Limited. So it looks more like a tech company. Usually, the companies which are kind of very much specialized in manufacturing the toys or any such kind of particular product, they do have that name incorporated in their company name. So it doesn't look like a wholesaler or a exporter importer, but it shows that it has something related to tech. So if you check out another company name here, Ningbo Yinzo Heinz Rubber and Plastic Company Limited. So it's giving me an idea that one thing, this company is specialized in rubber and plastic products. So it gives more reliability, or it gives a hint that this company is more specialized as compared to the previous company, because that had the tech company, and any company related to any e-commerce or technical stuff, I would say, that does have that tech keyword incorporated in their company name. So it gives me an idea that they are not that much specialized as much this Ningbo company is, because they are mentioning rubber and plastic company limited. So they have limited their or specialized their production in for all the products which require rubber and plastic as a raw material. So we can see this third company as well, and what its name, Yiwu Zotiki Plastic Factory. So it also gives me good vibes that this company is related to materials or products which require plastic as a raw material. So let's see some other examples of the supplier name. If I hover the cursor over the supplier keyword, it's going to show me the full name of the company. So in this case, it's Yongkang Bomo Fitness Equipment. So it gives me an idea that this factory is specialized in fitness equipment. Now, if my product is kind of grip strengthening stress ball, then yes, it can fall under this category. But if my product is kind of a squishy stress ball or fidget toys which have the pop-it option as well, so I don't think this supplier is the ideal one. I mean, they do create that, but that's not their main kind of products. Let's check out a couple of other suppliers to get an idea. If I hover my cursor here, it's GMing Sports Company Limited. So it's again specialized in sports, and yeah, they do have that stress keyword incorporated, but that's not, I mean, they don't cover all the different designs of stress balls, so they're not that much specialized. It's like there's a company or there's a manufacturer which is specialized in stress ball, covering 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different types of design, and there is this company which is covering only this particular fifth design, because that is falling under their relevant category as well. I mean, this particular design is falling under toys and sports category both. So this is what the scenario looks here. Okay, if I see this supplier, Zongshan Tesquin Import and Export Company Limited. So one thing is sure, this particular supplier is not a manufacturer or a factory owner. They are a trading company. So the import export keyword in the title is giving me a good idea about it. Let's see one or two more examples. Jamming Sports. So this is the same company as above. Okay, so this Funzo Bison Import and Export. So this is also a trader. So just by having reading the name thoroughly, it gives us an idea if the company is a trading company, or maybe a wholesaler company, or maybe an exporter, or a manufacturer basically. And if they are a manufacturer, are they manufacturer of any different material or product or category, or are they specialized manufacturer regarding our desired category, whatever we are looking for. So the next filter is the age of the company, and here is the age of the company is mentioned at the outside search result. I usually prefer a company having an age more than 4 years now. Yeah, it used to be the case in like 2, 3 years back, when we were also fine with the 2 years. Suppliers with the age range of 2 year, 1 year, if they have good rating, good communication, response rate. But now I do strictly prefer suppliers having the age of more than 4 years here. So the sixth filter is basically address, and we use address for two purposes. First one is to specify the region basically, and just to confirm if this particular supplier belongs to the relevant product provinces or not. We all know there are provinces specific to a particular niche category or raw material. For example, there is a province in China which manufacture bamboo related products. Then there's a province in China which manufacture electronics related product. Then there must be a province for sports related product, for kitchen related product. So if we get an the address of the supplier, we can always figure out if this particular supplier belongs to the relevant province or not. So to get that, You can share the link of you can simply Google that uh, China manufacturing distribution map. You can simply Google that, or we can also go to this website to directly check out this thing. But here is the map of China manufacturing distribution. And here there are things, for example, the electronic industry is mainly in Guangdong, and then Sichuan and Shanxi province. And then for the textile industry, it's mainly in Zhejiang and Jiangsu. So I would check out if the address of my particular supplier belongs to Zhejiang or Jiangsu, or maybe for Fujian or Guangdong or Shandong province, if I'm looking for a textile product. And if they do not belong to this province, then I will kind of get skeptical that if the person or if the company is a trader or a manufacturer. Same is for the leather and feather industry. And then for the metal product, there is Zhejiang, Guangdong, Jiangsu for the glass product, ceramic product, furniture product, construction, household appliances. For sporting, these are the three. And if there is no particular province for toys, then I guess the relevant category for us should be the sporting, petrochemical, pharmaceutical, transport equipment. And yeah, you can simply Google that Chinese province for sports manufacturing or for the toys manufacturing. So it's going to give you a good idea. So this is the first intent. And the second intent is with the help of address, we can kind of make a difference or develop a sense that if this particular supplier or Alibaba seller is a supplier, a manufacturer, or a trader. So if we see these two examples on the screen, here is this Ningbo Hines, and if I scroll down, here is the address of the factory. Now, if you see here, the address is Office Room 601, number 385, Tianzi Lane, Shonan Street, Yinzhou District, Ningbo City, Zhejiang Province. So it may be in the relevant province, but then again, its address is showing as the office number. So most probably, this Alibaba seller is a trader. And if we go to the other example, let's say this Yewu plastic factory, if I scroll it down, now another important point to notice here is their main product is stress ball, stress relieving toys, puffer balls, puffer animal toys, and other TPR toys. These are their main products. And if we consider this supplier here, it has their name, the Dongguan TCHCC Tech Company Limited. If you go for the profile, their main products are wooden toys, puzzle, Montessori toys, educational toys, and then fidget toys. Now, the specialization level of the previous supplier, which I've just shown to you guys, is much more better than the specialization level of this guy, because dealing with the wood and then dealing with the TPR or plastic is altogether required, different machinery, different processes, different kind of skills. So it looks like either they are not that much specialized, or it's possible they can be traders. So if we check out their address, it's number 26 Wuhan Road. So it looks like a factory. It's not an office. I mean, if it's a one-story factory, or we are not sure about the area this number 26 is covering up. But still, from the address perspective, it looks like they have a dedicated on space, and it's not office. So most likely they are not the traders. So that's the significant. There are 2 points for address which we need to filter out while analyzing the suppliers on Alibaba. In addition to all these details, we need to see the pictures here. These pictures also explain a lot of things. For example, here is the office and then the showroom. Now, majorly the factories or the manufacturers do have the showroom. They have a room dedicated in their factory where all the products they manufacture, those products are placed dedicatedly, and they show these products to their visitors or their clients. Now these are the workshops, and then here is the company album, the videos and the pictures. So you can sometimes there's a big building on which the name of the factory is written very clearly, so it gives you an idea that this company This is an actual manufacturer or an actual supplier instead of a trader. So it really gives you a good idea about different scenarios here. So you need to check out the images, and if they are not showing you any image of the showroom or any image of the main factory, then you get an idea that there is a possibility that these person can be trader. For these images which are being shown here, I would say don't fall for that, because the traders also do have such kind of images, and what they do is, whatever factory they have their collaboration with, they put these 3D images of those factories. So it's not actually of the trader, but it's of the supplier from which that trader is particularly purchasing the products to deliver to you guys. So these are the things, these are the some filters which we need to apply on Alibaba to filter out some better results as compared to what we used to do before. That's it for this first video, and see you soon in the second one.